Gentlemen, let's speak openly for a moment with a sense of shared understanding. Many men over 60 wake up each day plagued by the same quiet frustrations that can cloud their mornings. They experience an energy level that simply isn't what it used to be, which is a common but deeply personal concern. Nights are frequently interrupted by constant trips to the bathroom, and intimacy can feel harder to maintain over time. This situation gradually chips away at your core confidence, yet most men never bring it up in casual conversations, suffering in silence. The surprising and liberating truth is that these common struggles are often traced back to a small gland most men barely think about, the incredibly influential prostate. When this vital gland becomes enlarged and inflamed, it can systematically drain vitality from nearly every meaningful part of your life. Your sleep suffers profoundly, circulation slows, and even your mood and focus can take a significant hit, creating a frustrating cycle. Here's the genuinely good news that offers real hope. Nature generously offers powerful, time-tested tools for meaningful relief. For centuries, certain everyday fruits have been wisely used to calm inflammation, improve urinary comfort, and directly support male vitality in a gentle way. And now, compelling modern research is conclusively confirming what tradition has long suggested with promising results. These simple foods can make a real, tangible difference in how you feel, often within just a few short weeks, which is remarkably fast. I'm Berg, sharing this knowledge with you today. For more than 2 decades, I've compassionately guided men in their 60s, 70s, and even 80s toward effective natural ways of protecting their precious prostate health and restoring their energy without ever relying on heavy medications or invasive procedures. From retired professionals to active grandfathers, they've all wanted the same fundamental thing: real, lasting solutions that empower them. In this video, I'll share with you 5 powerful fruits that science shows can support a healthier prostate, boost circulation, and help you feel more like your vibrant self again. And the best part is this: these aren't exotic or expensive remedies that are hard to find. They're wonderfully simple fruits you can find in any grocery store, often already sitting in your own kitchen, waiting to be used. Before we dive in, I'd love for you to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you don't miss any of our practical, research-backed advice that actually works for real people. Now, let's begin our journey with the very first fruit, one you've probably seen on holiday tables but may have completely overlooked in your daily routine: cranberries, the forgotten ally for men's prostate health. When most people think of cranberries, they typically picture women drinking cranberry juice for bladder health or holiday meals featuring cranberry sauce. But here's the critical point that gets overlooked: these tart little berries are one of the most profoundly underrated foods for men's health, especially when it comes to the crucial function of the prostate. More than half of men over 60 unfortunately deal with benign prostatic hyperplasia, or BPH for short. That's the technical name for an enlarged prostate, a very common condition. And the symptoms are all too familiar and frustrating: weak urine flow, frequent nighttime bathroom trips, and that constant sensation that the bladder never fully empties. It brutally interrupts sleep, drains your essential energy, and gradually wears down your confidence day by day. Many men sadly accept it as just an inevitable part of aging, but that's not the complete and accurate story. Cranberries contain unique, powerful compounds called proanthocyanidins, or PECs for short. These are powerful bioactive nutrients that work diligently to calm the inflammation inside the prostate gland itself. Research clearly shows that PECs effectively block certain bacterial activity and inflammatory pathways that directly trigger uncomfortable swelling. The result is a smoother urinary flow and significantly less urgency, providing real relief. In one notable clinical study, men who consumed cranberry extract regularly experienced a substantial 25% improvement in their international prostate symptom score, which is the very scale doctors use to measure the severity of urinary problems. Another encouraging trial found that markers of prostate inflammation dropped by nearly a third, which is significant. That's not just theory, that's measurable, real change you can experience. I've seen this incredible transformation firsthand in my own practice with real patients. One of my patients, a lively 67-year-old grandfather, told me he hadn't slept a full night in years, truly exhausted. He was up 5 or 6 times to use the bathroom every single night. We added just one simple step: 8 ounces of unsweetened cranberry juice daily. Within just 6 weeks, he was waking up only once a night, a massive improvement. His flow improved dramatically, his energy lifted, and he told me he finally felt in control of his life again, which was wonderful to see. The best part is that cranberries are wonderfully simple and safe to use regularly. You don't need any exotic supplements or complicated diets to see benefits. Try simply having half a cup of fresh cranberries a day or a small glass, about 8 ounces of pure cranberry juice. Just make absolutely sure it's unsweetened, as the sugary cocktail versions in grocery stores undo the very benefits you're looking for. Cranberries don't just support the prostate in isolation. Their rich antioxidants also protect the heart, improve circulation, strengthen the immune system, and may even slow down cellular aging for overall wellness. In other words, they're working diligently for your whole body, not just your bladder. So, I urge you to consider cranberries your first line of natural defense. They may be small, but when it comes to prostate health, their impact is anything but minor. Now, let's move on to the second fruit, which is sweet, familiar, and usually eaten without a second thought. But inside, it holds a remarkable compound linked to stronger testosterone levels, better blood flow, and a healthier prostate: red grapes. Red grapes offer sweet support for testosterone and prostate health. Red grapes might seem like nothing more than a quick snack or something you casually add to a fruit salad, but inside their skin lies a remarkable compound that plays a direct role in men's health: resveratrol. Resveratrol is actually one of the key reasons the Mediterranean diet is so often praised for promoting longevity and vitality. It helps intelligently regulate hormones by lowering excess estrogen while simultaneously supporting healthy testosterone levels. That delicate balance is absolutely critical, because when testosterone dips too low, men often feel more tired, less focused, and less interested in intimacy, affecting their quality of life. An inflamed prostate can make the situation even worse, and resveratrol helps calm that internal storm effectively. Solid science firmly backs this up. Resveratrol activates a key protein in the body called SIRT1. Think of it as a cellular repair switch for renewal. When it turns on, inflammation is significantly reduced and cells function more efficiently, including those very cells in the prostate. Studies also show resveratrol improves the flexibility of blood vessels, meaning circulation gets stronger and more efficient. Better circulation isn't just good for your heart alone, it supports every system that depends on healthy blood flow, including your brain, your muscles, and yes, your reproductive health too. One of my patients illustrates this perfectly and gives me hope. A 68-year-old retiree came into my office feeling completely drained and discouraged. He honestly admitted intimacy had become rare and his motivation for daily activities was slipping away. During a routine exam, he incidentally mentioned the red grapes growing on his backyard vine. I simply asked him to start eating a handful every day as an easy experiment. 6 weeks later, he walked in with a genuine grin on his face. His energy had remarkably returned, he was sleeping better, and, he said, "I finally feel like myself again." Which was fantastic. Adding grapes to your day is one of the easiest, most enjoyable changes you can make for yourself. Aim for 1 to 2 cups of fresh red grapes daily for optimal benefits. If juice is your preference, be sure to choose 100% pure red grape juice with absolutely no added sugar. For men who prefer supplements, high-quality grape seed or skin extracts can also provide a concentrated dose of resveratrol. But as always, I recommend keeping it natural and, most importantly, consistent for lasting effects. And the benefits certainly don't stop at the prostate. Red grapes also protect brain cells, improve memory, and may even slow the decline that can come with age. They also help regulate blood sugar, which keeps your energy more stable throughout the entire day. Gentlemen, never underestimate the profound power of something so familiar. A handful of grapes can quietly support your hormones, your circulation, and your overall confidence in a real way. Up next, we'll turn to a fruit you've heard about since childhood. It's simple, crunchy, and often taken for granted, but new research shows it may directly reduce inflammation inside the prostate. Yes, it's the humble apple, and you'll want to hear why this everyday fruit carries extraordinary benefits for men over 60. Apples provide everyday protection against prostate inflammation. We've all heard the old saying, "An apple a day keeps the doctor away," which may sound like a simple proverb, but modern science shows there's real truth behind it, especially when it comes to men's prostate health. Apples are loaded with beneficial antioxidants, and one compound in particular, called quercetin, which has powerful anti-inflammatory effects specifically for men dealing with benign prostatic hyperplasia or BPH. Inflammation inside the prostate is precisely what causes the swelling, weak flow, and those exhausting nighttime bathroom trips that disrupt life. Quercetin helps calm those overactive cells, giving the prostate a much-needed chance to relax and recover. Beyond that, apples help protect against oxidative stress, which is the gradual damage to cells caused by unstable molecules called free radicals. Over time, oxidative stress can worsen swelling and interfere with normal prostate function significantly. By neutralizing this stress, apples help preserve the long-term health of your prostate tissue in a natural way. One of my patients, Mark, age 64, learned this beneficial lesson firsthand through experience. He came in frustrated about waking up 3 or 4 times every single night to urinate, which was exhausting. His energy was low and his mood clearly showed the strain. I asked him to make one simple change: eat 2 apples a day, one in the morning and one in the evening, always with the skin left on for maximum benefit. 8 weeks later, he returned with a big, relieved smile. His symptoms had noticeably eased, he was sleeping longer stretches, and he told me, "I didn't realize how much this was wearing me down until it started to get better," which is a common realization. Apples also support your entire system holistically. Their fiber helps balance hormones by assisting the body in clearing out excess estrogen, which indirectly supports healthy testosterone levels. They also aid digestion, improve blood sugar control, and contribute to a healthier heart and better circulation. That's a lot of value packed into one humble, accessible fruit. To get the most benefit, I recommend eating 1 to 2 median apples daily, and always keep the peel on, as that's where most of the quercetin and antioxidants live. Whenever possible, choosing organic apples is wise to minimize pesticide exposure, which can interfere with delicate hormone health. Remember, big improvements don't always require complicated solutions. Sometimes the smallest, most familiar foods hold the biggest power for change. An apple isn't just a snack, it can be a daily step towards steadier energy, better sleep, and a calmer prostate, which is a great step forward. And speaking of small steps with big payoffs, our next fruit was once unfairly labeled as too fatty, but new research has completely turned that idea upside down. In fact, this fruit's healthy fats may be one of the strongest natural allies for your hormones and prostate. Let's talk about avocados. Avocados provide healthy fats that protect the prostate. For years, men were mistakenly told to avoid foods with fat, egg yolks, butter, and avocados were all lumped into the bad category unfairly. But today, groundbreaking research has flipped that thinking on its head. It turns out that the right kind of fat, the natural fats found in foods like avocados, are not only safe, they're absolutely essential for hormone balance and prostate health. Avocados are rich in plant sterols, especially one called beta-sitosterol, which is particularly beneficial. Clinical studies show this specific nutrient can ease urinary symptoms caused by an enlarged prostate effectively. Men who include beta-sitosterol in their diet often notice a stronger flow, fewer bathroom interruptions, and less pressure in the pelvic region, providing real comfort. But that's not all avocados do. They provide monounsaturated fats, the kind that directly support natural testosterone production. When testosterone levels fall too low, men often feel sluggish, foggy, and less interested in intimacy. By fueling healthy hormone production, avocados help restore the steady energy and confidence many men miss deeply. One of my patients, Carl, age 69, is a great example of this positive change. He was exhausted, frustrated, and waking up multiple times a night, feeling hopeless. I asked him to try something simple: eat half an avocado daily with his meals. 6 weeks later, he told me he was finally sleeping through the night again, which was a breakthrough. His daytime energy was steadier, and he said, "I feel grounded again, like my old self," which was wonderful to hear. Avocados also bring a host of other wonderful benefits to the table. They're high in potassium, which helps regulate blood pressure and protect the heart proactively. Their fiber supports healthy digestion and helps your body clear out excess hormones efficiently. And their rich antioxidants protect against cellular stress, slowing down the aging process at a fundamental tissue level for long-term wellness. The best part is how incredibly easy they are to use in your daily life. You can slice half an avocado into your salad, mash it on whole grain toast, blend it into a smoothie, or simply scoop it out with a spoon for a quick snack. Start with half to 1 avocado per day, and you'll be giving your prostate and hormones exactly the kind of nourishment they truly need to thrive. Avocados remind us that not all fats are the enemy. The right fats are actually powerful allies, helping your body find balance, strength, and resilience naturally. Next, we'll explore a fruit that looks ordinary, but hides one of the most researched compounds for prostate health. It's bright red, it's in nearly every kitchen, and it may be the single most important food for protecting your prostate after 60. Let's talk about tomatoes. Tomatoes act as a red shield for prostate health. Tomatoes are such a common food that most of us completely overlook their inherent power, which is a mistake. Yet, inside this familiar fruit lies one of the most studied nutrients for men's health, lycopene. Lycopene is the vibrant pigment that gives tomatoes their red color, but it's far more than just a dye. It's a potent antioxidant that reduces oxidative stress and lowers inflammation, especially in the prostate gland. What makes lycopene truly unique is that it actually concentrates inside prostate tissue more than in almost any other part of the body, which is remarkable. That means when you eat tomatoes, the beneficial compounds go straight to where they're needed most for targeted support. Dozens of clinical studies have confirmed its significant impact. Men who consume tomato-rich diets saw reductions in prostate inflammation markers by up to 4%, which is substantial. Other compelling research shows lycopene helps stabilize PSA levels, a common measure of prostate health used by doctors. These aren't small, insignificant changes. They translate directly into fewer symptoms, less swelling, and a better overall quality of life for you. I'll never forget one of my patients, David, age 72, and his success story. His PSA levels had started creeping upward concerningly, and he was waking up several times a night to use the bathroom, which was worrying. Instead of rushing into medication, I recommended a simple dietary adjustment: eat cooked tomatoes at least 5 times a week consistently. 6 months later, his PSA had stabilized impressively, his symptoms had eased, and he said, "For the first time, I feel like food is really helping me heal," which is empowering. Tomatoes also support circulation, heart health, and even hormone balance comprehensively. Lycopene helps protect testosterone from oxidative damage, which keeps levels steadier over time, meaning the benefits extend far beyond the prostate into your energy, mood, and intimacy. To get the strongest effect, don't just eat tomatoes raw. Heat is crucial as it unlocks lycopene, making it much easier for your body to absorb efficiently. That's why tomato paste, roasted tomatoes, tomato soup, or sauces are ideal preparation methods. Aim for 5 to 7 servings per week for consistent support. It's affordable, simple, and safe with no side effects. Just steady support for your prostate and overall vitality. Gentlemen, tomatoes aren't just a kitchen staple. They're one of the most powerful allies you can give your body for long-term health, which is a simple truth. But here's something even more important to understand. While each fruit we've discussed today brings individual benefits on its own, the real magic happens when you wisely combine them. In the next section, I'll explain how synergy works and why cranberries, grapes, apples, avocados, and tomatoes together can transform your prostate health faster than any one of them alone. This is the profound power of synergy, why combining fruits works best for you. You've now seen how cranberries effectively calm inflammation, how grapes balance hormones, how apples soothe swollen tissue, how avocados fuel testosterone, and how tomatoes shield the prostate with lycopene. Each of these fruits has its own unique strength and mechanism of action. But here's the essential key: your body doesn't work in isolated pieces. It works as a complex, interconnected system that requires holistic support. That's precisely why the greatest benefits come when you combine these foods thoughtfully, not when you rely on just one in isolation. Think of it like building a championship team where cooperation is key. One player might be talented, but a full team covers every position seamlessly. Cranberries protect against bacteria and swelling, grapes improve circulation, apples reduce irritation inside the prostate, avocados give your hormones a steady foundation, and tomatoes bring antioxidants right into the prostate tissue itself. Together, they form a complete, robust defense system, each one filling in where the other leaves off for comprehensive coverage. This is what leading nutrition scientists call food synergy, a fascinating concept. It means that certain nutrients actually help each other absorb better or amplify each other's positive effects when eaten together in combination. For example, the healthy fats in avocado can significantly increase your body's ability to absorb lycopene from tomatoes, making both more effective. The fiber in apples helps regulate blood sugar, which in turn supports the circulation benefits provided by grapes, creating a positive cycle None of these beneficial effects happen in isolation. They happen in powerful combination, enhancing each other. What does that mean for you personally? It means faster and more lasting improvements in how you feel every day. Many men notice positive changes within weeks. Fewer bathroom interruptions, steadier sleep, stronger flow, and more energy during the day. And as the months pass, those initial improvements build into long-term stability and health, which is the goal, not just in the prostate, but across the heart, brain, and immune system too, for whole body wellness. You don't need to make dramatic, overwhelming changes to your life. Just layer these foods gently into your daily routine where possible. Add cranberries to your morning oatmeal, keep grapes on the counter for easy snacks, eat an apple after dinner, slice avocado onto your sandwich at lunch, and cook with tomatoes during the week for dinners. Small, consistent steps create powerful momentum over time, and that consistency is what unlocks the real transformation you deserve. Gentlemen, your body thrives when you give it the right tools for maintenance and repair. And these 5 fruits, working together in harmony, are some of the simplest, most powerful tools you have at your disposal right now. Now, let's close by looking at the bigger picture of your health, how these small choices put you back in control, and why it's never too late to reclaim your energy, your confidence, and your peace of mind for the future. Gentlemen, here's the fundamental truth I want you to take with you today, and remember, your health is not slipping away because of age alone. It's shaped every single day by the choices you make for yourself. And that empowering fact means you have more control than you might think over how you feel. We've talked about 5 simple, accessible fruits: cranberries, red grapes, apples, avocados, and tomatoes. None of them are rare or expensive investments. They're not sold in a pill bottle with side effects in fine print that worry you. They're wholesome foods you can find at any market, ready to support your prostate, your circulation, your energy, and your confidence naturally. What I've seen consistently in my practice, and what science confirms, is that healing often begins very practically at the kitchen table with what you eat. The men who commit to small, steady changes, adding a piece of fruit here, a handful there, often find themselves sleeping better, moving with more energy, and enjoying life again fully. Not in years, but often in mere weeks and months, which is encouraging. It is truly never too late to start making positive changes for yourself. Whether you're 60, 70, or 80, your body can respond, adapt, and heal when you give it what it genuinely needs to function well. You deserve restful nights, steady vitality, and confidence in yourself without question. Not just for your own peace of mind, but for the people you love who count on you being present and healthy. If this message spoke to you personally, please give this video a like and share it with another man who might need encouragement and hope. Leave a comment below sharing your thoughts. I read every one of them personally, and your story might be the very thing that helps another man take his first step toward positive change. And don't forget to subscribe and tap the notification bell so you never miss our future guidance on natural health strategies that truly work in real life. Gentlemen, take that first small step today towards better health. Maybe it's a handful of grapes or a few slices of tomato at dinner. However small it seems, it's a conscious decision in favor of your strength, your confidence, and your future well-being. Thank you for trusting me with your health journey.